Welcome to more Library of Ruina. Here we are trying to progress in this game. First, I think we need to equip everyone with what they're supposed to be using. Equip. Equip. And equip. Before I forget, some of you have special stuff to use, like this. Slash can be boosted. Stagger as well. I don't think any of the others will have anything for us. Okay. Well then. Let's send out an invitation to these people. I'm going to skip the dialogue since we've already seen all that. Yeah, I could go that, but I'm going to go this instead. Okay, 4v4, let's go. Alright. I have to prove the fixers of this office wrong. Getting my way, stay in your position. Enough, both of you. Don't you understand the consequence of being careless? Okay. My body feels alien. So... that's right, I already harvested a lot from you all. Well, first let's kill Philip. Actually, I'll probably have everyone target their own person. Target. Right, I went this one. Paralysis. Crack. Oh, you get to do something more fun since you didn't get your thing. Okay. Well, everyone, let's act. We were able to defeat everyone here with, I think, only one person still alive in our first run. So with one extra fighter, our victory chances should be higher. Shoot, I think we're sustaining some damage. Okay, well you're paralyzed, that's nice. Here we go. And a follow-up of an appetite. Well, shoot. You're going to suffer some pain, aren't you? Well, we'll just have to accept it. Done. Plus appetite. Let's see how everyone goes. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I think we staggered one of them. Appetite. Crack. Appetite. Whoops. That didn't go as well as I was hoping. Yeah, that looks pretty useful. Here you go. Okay, I'm thinking... use this, that will buff everyone up. I guess that'd be pretty appreciated. You'll overpower that one. Go ahead and spear this one twice. Blind plus a flash. Okay, yeah, everyone's ready. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Staggered. Oof. One, two. Here you go. Oh, Philip bled. Doesn't feel good. We should be on our toes. I warned you. Watch your front. Okay, so you're unable to act right now. You don't look so good, do you? Then follow up an appetite to ensure their downfall. Scratch that. Butterfly. Rampage. You're at 11. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to overpower you. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, you're staggered. Shoot. I don't think we're killing the one on the ground then. Oh, Micah's down. Shoot. One, 2. Well, we staggered another one. You're attacking me in an annoying way, too. Well, I have no choice then, don't I? I'll have to use these attacks on you. You, thankfully, can focus on this individual. 1. Dead. Dead. I think. Recharge, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, sure. I think you're dangerous right now. I wonder how dangerous. Put in charge mode. You cannot give orders in this mode. I disagree. I think you can take plenty of orders. Yep, you got too slowed up. And now, I want to see your transformation. Before I start. What? Hello? I didn't get to see the transformation, that's sad. Can't change group. Battle time. Oh, here it is. Yeah, you look much more powerful now. You can also... Unfortunately, I could bring all 4 in here. So you 3 will have to suffice. Alright everyone, you know the drill. Don't give them any opportunity to prevail. Perfect. Double 3s. And then over here, a fairly weak turn. Okay everyone, begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Not as much damage as I would like. 1. Just a couple of weak movements. Done. Spear. Done. Flash. Alright everyone. Destroy. Here we go. Oh yeah, we are beating you up, aren't we? And now you're staggered, aren't you? I'll end the fight for sure this time. Sure, the fight might end this time, but who will be the winner of the fight? That should be what you're really focused on. sequence should be focusing on. Unfortunately, I don't think that is what you were focused on. Well, I hate to say this, but you aren't coming out if you're alive. I think you've seen enough of the fight to be able to recognize that, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're being overpowered. Sure, now you get to act again, but look at all the debuffs on you. There. There. Appetite. Spear. Good luck surviving this turn. Oh. Really? It's over, right? They're running again? You're just going to do this to me? Oh, at least I got Feather Shield. Philip, you're just going to run away like that again? Oh, wow. Well, you got a lot of things. Oh my gosh. You got nothing. That's so sad. Well, we prevailed. Whoa, what is up with that Philip kid? When did you get such a high-performing workshop gear? No, not even the workshops can make equipment as good as that. Come on, Roland. I think you're a little more intelligent than that. Obviously, that was a distortion phenomenon. Alright. But seriously, come on. It's obviously distortion. This actually reminds me of that guy. Ego? That appears to be ego. Ego, you mean the ego? It's in someone's consciousness? It's a silly wordplay. They're essentially the same thing. The shell of someone's ego. A physical manifestation in the mind. What? The mind? Physically brought about? That sounds too vague to be a real thing that could happen. It was a singularity of L-Corp, although the process was different. Well, L-Corp extracted ego deliberately. Philip must have manifested his thanks to the influence of white nights and dark days. Yeah, I understand somewhat now. Put the brakes on your train of thought for a moment. You mean anyone can extract powerful equipment like that from their mind free of charge? Don't rush me, this is also my first time seeing it manifest this way. If you were so curious, you shouldn't have let him get away. I didn't know that Coot would put that kind of device on him. Old man Oscar is still not honest to himself. You seem to have a number of old friends. Well, yeah, they're seasoned veterans with mountains of experience. It's hard not to run into at least once or twice as a fixer, you know? Wait, so Oscar put like a teleportation device? Really? You're just going to do that to me? Fine. I see how it is. So, what am I doing here? Burn books, right? Do I have everything from you all? I thought so. Darn it, Oscar. Turns out you weren't terrible since you saved him, apparently. Now, which one to do next? Ooh. Honestly, you two weren't insanely compelling in my recollection. Let's still pursue you all. Okay, it's you two, Mary. Where are we now? How much time has passed? What, are they secretly, like, super buff? Tommy, you're awake. I'm sorry. I don't really know. I don't know how long you've been here. We're about 10 days in. 10 days? How are you feeling right now? You were out for 3. I thought warp trains were supposed to arrive in just 10 seconds. How could this happen? What's going to happen to us? Where are we? I'm not certain myself, Mr. Tommy. Ah, I already heard your name from your lover, in case you're wondering. I'm Alina, currently working as a nurse, and this is Jae-Hon, a doctor from our hospital. Jae-Hyun? A pleasure to meet you. They took care of you while you fainted. This is my first time experiencing a delay like this, too. I've used warp trains quite often, you see. I've always had a pleasant 10-second trip to destination. Do you know anything about accidents like this, Doctor? Not at all. This kind of malfunction should surely be fatal to W Corp's image. It's strange they haven't made any response for this long. Why are we worrying about W Corp? We're all going to starve to death trapped inside this train. Tommy, actually, let me tell him. Tommy, you were asleep for the last 3 days. Are you feeling any thirst right now? You didn't consume any water or moisture while you're out, just so you know. Not thirsty at all? For some reason, no one here appears to be feeling any kind of hunger or thirst. Elaborate, no one has shown malfunction or distress in vital physiological functions. How is that even possible? Just what's going on here? It seems like it warps you. Okay, either time isn't truly passing in the physical realm for you all, or you're not quite. Yeah, either time's not going by, or you're in a place where you don't need the resources. Okay, let's actually go through. Your body requires energy to be consumed. In order to get new energy, obviously, it has to use, you have to eat and drink, right? But water is used for numerous purposes. Food can get you energy. Water can also keep your body from overheating. Plenty of benefits. It seems like everything's been paused because another issue that would come up is, well, they'd have to use the bathroom eventually, and since no one, to my knowledge here, has needed to, that would suggest that what's already in them, the waste, isn't being disposed of. So it's almost like the digestive and other properties of the body aren't continuing. So you could potentially assume that you might not even age while in here. Potentially. That's still a big assumption. One thing that you could test is if you were to, say, give yourself a light cut, would it heal? If you give yourself like or not cut, a scratch, cut, if it heals at the same rate, like, I think if you get a scratch, it'll disappear pretty quickly if you quick healing passive. Point is, if it doesn't, then yeah, that would mean even your body's ability to recover would be paused, which could get very interesting if someone, say, cut off your limbs. Would that mean you'd still live? Oh boy. Anyway, point is, yeah, set up a nice community. Food is now a huge luxury since it's probably not coming out of you. In fact, don't overeat because it's staying in there. In fact, try not to eat at all. Like, if you eat something, just regurgitate it instead of consuming it. We have no idea. Let's wait a little more. It seems that time is all we have after all. Time, huh? Tommy, you can keep your eyes closed if you're tired. I'll always be by your side. Me too, Mary. I'll stay next to you all the time. 15 days in. Tommy, Tommy! Mary, what's wrong? What's all this noise? Tommy, wake up, this is bad. Although we did expect something like this to happen sooner or later. What's going on? It seems trouble has occurred in the carriage next to ours. But what are they doing? Watch me, witness me. Kya, a natural reaction being trapped in a closed space like this for more than 2 weeks. Did that person just slice off their own throat? Hmm? This is intriguing, Doctor. It certainly is. Aline didn't send us here for nothing. Who is Aline? Right, the gear person. Look at this, my neck is barely, and I'm still alive. Boom! I was right. I was right. I know basically everything. Not many people know that, but I know literally everything. Um, their body's functions aren't aging, which means they can't heal, and they can't die. Because basically, the reason they don't die from that is if you cut off your neck, right, you die from the blood loss. But if your body's natural functions aren't doing anything, well, you're kind of oofed. You aren't gonna die. Now, it gets a little more. There's clearly some aspects functional. Otherwise, your body'd be in full stasis, unable to speak, move. So unfortunately, I'm not enough or I'm not at all a doctor. I barely have any medical knowledge or nutritional or otherwise. So I can't tell you if there's a specific way to figure out what's going on with the body here, but essentially, yeah, it seems like pain might still be functional, but the body's processes which would allow it to degrade over time are non-functional. I think that's the best way to put it. It doesn't degrade in any way, energy or otherwise. Panting. Tommy, stick with me, Mary. 16 days in. Ah, Mr. Tommy, you're finally awake. Never thought I'd faint so many times in my life. The sight must have been quite shocking for Miss Mary as well. Yeah, she's still asleep. What happened to that person? Talking about the person that slit their own throat. They were put in quarantine in a different carriage. There's 300. Can't be the only one who've done such a thing. Quarantine? You mean they're not dead? They should have died after bleeding so much. You don't usually quarantine a corpse. They're surprisingly alive, even though the arteries were cut. Blood was spilled, but it wasn't completely separated. Not a single drop was scattered or smeared. The pool of blood remained in contact with the body like a cohesive mass. And that person stayed conscious the whole time, enough to communicate. They're probably still vividly feeling the pain of their neck being slit. Oh boy. So pain still continues. This is a tough situation, right? Stuff like solitary confinement in these types of things can definitely be maddening. Like, just being put in like an all-white room with lights on, 100% alone, nothing to do, a sane person won't take too long to start losing their mind. I think there are measures you can take to mitigate it if you have prep time. Like, I imagine that learning meditation and a few other things might help stave it off. But yeah, the longer you're in an area like that, the worse it's going to get. The best thing these people can do is, again, just probably distract themselves from the situation by doing things. Like, really, just play games with each other. Every single second you can buy for maintaining most of your sanity is crucial if you're ever going to get out. You might leave with some trauma. I guess they're doing the best they can, but seriously, I'd like a nice scene where everyone just sits down and just starts playing a nice, fun game of focus on not being in a purgatory. What the heck? How could any of this be possible? I'm afraid I don't know. Sorry, Mr. Tommy. I can't help but give you the same response all the time. No, it's alright. I shouldn't expect you to know all the answers after all. There's one thing we know for sure, and that's this is the only beginning. You'll have to brace yourself. For the sake of your lover as well. Yeah, I gotta. 30 days in, okay. About double. Tommy, Mrs. Miho from the next carriage over told me that 30 carriages are already filled with suicidals. Oh boy. People in our carriage are going strong. It's all thanks to Elena and Jay. Jai? We'll say Jay. It's not just us. Everyone, the 6 adjacent, seem to be counting on those two. It really is. They're so professional and collected. It's reassuring to have them around. Let's see. Yeah, I think the way I would handle this is 100%. I would just try my best to play games with people. Mitigate everything by essentially trying to shut out everything that's happening. Because if there's nothing you can do, you might as well make things more. What's the word? Tolerable. You're right. If it weren't for Elena and Jay, we might have. Mary, don't say dark things. 93, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised things are escalating. It just takes some killers to really mess things up. Situation's worsening. 5 to 15 are still in solidarity, including 7 where we are located. But things are not looking for the ones beyond 15, even just 3 days ago. Yeah, I heard carriage 19's half full, breaking into others, ravaging bodies. Oh boy, that's sadly the case. Those people seem to decide to accept pain as a way to endure this trial of time. Have they gone mad, killing each other just to pass time? They aren't exactly dead, though. Mary, they're crawling around with their limbs barely attached. They're pretty much dead. That's right, we must persevere. We can't stop them damaging their own bodies, but forcing that pain on others is simply unacceptable. Alina, Jay, what we can do, what if they attack my younger siblings? I'm sure you don't want to be separated from your loved ones. You'll have to stay with them forever on this trip that might last an eternity, don't you? Yes, we do. We'll have to endure it if we're together. So since the body's decay and recovery are both in effect. Hmm. Maybe the reason they can speak is because speaking is using vibrations? You're producing vibrations, and since movement's okay, and vibrations aren't part of you, it's not letting any part leave you. But then speaking, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Can you show us a way, Jay? I don't want to be separated from Tom either. There could actually be a logical explanation for everyone being able to speak in this situation. Like everything being consistent and coherent. Other than just, hey, it's pretty good for the plot if everyone can speak. You feel the same, right, Tommy? Yeah, of course. Then please have faith in us. We need your agreement. You must be prepared to fight them. Fight them? The vile people from beyond 15 are trying to break us apart, of course. 100 days. Not too much longer. They're mad. They're all crazy. Mr. Tommy, are you still hesitating? Tommy, look at them. They don't all look too bad. I was shocked at first, but if I can be with you, Tommy, then I think I'll be able to make it through. Sorry, Mary. I need a little more time to think. Mr. Tommy, while this train has abundance time, we don't think much of it is left for us. I won't compel you. The decision's in your hands. 13 more days. I'll do it. I'll do it, darn it. Tommy. So you've decided. I've seen what happened to people in carriage 14. Oh boy, they're already raided. Just sitting there drooling, their eyes turn white in shock. I can't let the same happen to you, Mary. Tommy, I feel the same. Good, let's start the procedure immediately. Doctor, preparations, please. Is he going to become a gear? Tommy, how are you feeling? I don't know. Or are they augmenting, Tommy? But I'm relieved. I can feel your heart beat vividly. Me too. Never be separated again, 150. Thanks to your love, we keep carriages up to 10 safe. All thanks to the new bodies you gave us, Doctor. I'm flattered to hear that. Your love for each other is what really protected you. Carriage 10's early asking for help. Tommy and Mary, could you head to 10 and lend them your strength? But we never fought anyone in our lives, and we aren't strong either. Your affection for each other will surely invigorate your new body. And we know that they're from the Gear cult, so yeah, they probably have some nice stuff going on there. Maybe their love will actually empower them. We'll trust you, Doctor. 3,000 days later, we can shove suicidals, basically turn them into robots, has made this monotonous thing more tolerable. Into their place like a breeze now, just like Doctor said, our affection gives us strength. They keep crawling out no matter how many times we smash them. They should go quiet for a while now. Welcome back to the town, Mr. Tommy and Miss Mary. Lena. Love town. That's not what I was expecting. They were turned into amalgamated mass. Tommy, Mary, you're so cool. 700,000 days in. You're back, Tomary. Well, I see why they took time to decide on this. The robot thing would have taken time for me to decide. This, oh boy. How have you been? It's the same as always. I just wonder if we should fold those blood lumps into squares or triangles this time. That's nice. They enjoy pain anyway, so they should like it. Where's Daddy? He went into the front carriage for a moment. Why'd you call me here? Interesting toy. Means they've seen enough. Invitation library. Remember the infamous urban legend. So, I'm assuming that time isn't really passing the physical realm, or it's passing unbelievably slowly. Fixers who sat behind you disappeared after receiving an invitation that looks just like this. Sorry, Mommy, what's a library? What do you mean by fixers? Yeah, their mind's not all there. Ah, right, I'm sorry, hoo-hoo. Don't be sorry, Mommy, it's our fault for being dumb. No, he'd cry laughing if he knew. I'm sorry, please don't punish me, I'm not scolding you. See, no punishments either. Here, take this, and sign that. If you can find and bring the books listed here, I'll give you a prize. I think I finally understand. They weren't like this before, but they merged all the townspeople now. Over time, they merged everyone. So only a few select people are separated. Prizes. I like prizes. Not they make it back anyway. 724,284 days? Yeah, I bet Angela's relating that. Yo, these parts, I'm making less and less progress as I get invested in some of the story plot points and I just start talking. Are you alright? You don't look so well. It's disgusting. It's a shame I can't vomit like humans do. It's a natural reaction to seeing stuff like that. What kind of malfunction could have stopped a train for thousands of years anyway? Is everything okay out there? I don't really feel that much time has passed, but what time flew without us realizing while we were busy watching that? Less than an hour has passed since we only watched fractions. What about the outside world? Should be the same as us. Let's see. So that brings up an interesting point. So then time is passing. It's just extraordinarily slowly. Since an hour has passed, people by now probably notice the absence at least a little. But by the time a rescue group can be formed, they would have probably been missing for millions of years. And they've been missing for millions, and even their most, I guess, or even their best will probably have lost their minds. More so they already have. I mean, come on, look at that mass. Wow, I'm leaving town for the first time. I'm visiting a new place together with all the townspeople. Greetings, dear guests. Hello, ma'am. Who are you? I'm Angela, director and librarian of this library you're in. I'm Tamari, from Lovetown. Angela, Mommy told me to get things called books from this place. You can find them through the door here. Thank you. Do you happen to remember Tommy, Mary? Tommy, Mary, who's that? Please don't mind. May find your book in this place. Not surprised they've forgotten all that. They've been here for quite a while. Okay. They don't look even a little disturbing. So everyone, for the most part, has become thoroughly amalgamated. These are the amalgamates. You can also use 2 floors here. Okay. That's cool. Well, let's get this on. Over with, whatever. Told us to ourselves, let's fold them up into a star. Cheer up. You know, I don't think the people that are fighting these things are sufficiently disturbed. These things are terrifying. I love it, by the way. But they're still terrifying. Oh boy. Oh, if they lose their next things. Okay. Well, let's try to kill all of them before they ruin us. You go for the middle one, you go for the top one. Oh shoot, now that they're out of the realm, they're actually able to get injured again. That must be a huge relief for them. Actually, let's go command, since that will protect everyone a little. Rampage plus appetite. Let's see. I wonder if they were in constant pain after they changed form. Well, one of them was paralyzed. Well, don't worry. You will probably feel more liberated in this state of a book. I have to say, I am also curious about what their books would say, Angela. You know what? Let's go double flash. Here we go. 1. Ouch. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're weakening them. Here goes. Yeah, you go there. You go there. You go there. Hit that one. And then there. Then you let their death dawn on them. 1, 2. Oof. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. Ouch. Strike, you're paralyzed, and 1, 2. Alright, one of them's gone. Here you go. I know it's a red, but honestly, I think it's a great example of how reds don't have to be bad. No sense in you targeting the bottom one. You wouldn't be able to kill it. You, however, can double hit the bottom one and ensure its demise. You attack both. 1. Ouch. 1. There. 1, 2, 3. Don't want to be bullied, don't bully our people. They got Mill. Got me. Yeah, these things don't seem quite human anymore. Yeah, I imagine Angela found the whole process pretty disturbing. Well, everyone, I think we might have a victory on our hands. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 1. I'm sorry, I won't do it again. It'd be great if you could understand us. Okay. I thought they were strong. I'm a little let down. Don't say that. Okay, is it going to be a 1v4 or... No. 300 health. It's still plenty powerful. Exhaust all? Okay. Oh boy. So if it wins, I'll regret letting it win. Okay. I read you loud and clear. Appetite? Death? And now you can suffer some proper damage. Oh wow. Something just happened there. Well, with any luck, we won't be able to see where this is going. You know, I don't want to fight you again. But I might have to fight you again. That's going to be really tedious. If I get tired of grinding, I might get mods just to reduce grinding. So hopefully, that doesn't become a thing. Because I don't want to suffer through hours of grinding. Perfect. Boom. And flash. Die, please. Appetite. Overpower. Double. Here we go. Where are you? I'm scared. Come back to my side. Tommy, Tommy. Okay. Well, Philip got away. It didn't. 5% to get a nice little boost. Okay. I'm not sure if that was a malfunction with the singularity or anything. Now I see I may not be the only one to suffer from this. From the copiousness of time? Well, anything can happen. Does that console you somehow? Not at all. I'm different. I won't go through the same ordeal ever again. I retained myself, unlike those people. I persevered. I didn't let time consume my sanity. I didn't break down, Alright, let's just calm down. Take a deep breath. The memories of hard times burst forth, you gotta embrace them to the core. Well, that was interesting. I think we just got these. We can't even get their page. Well, let's just burn a couple of their books. Let's see. All dice on this page gain 2 power. Okay, okay. Maybe because they just have faint memories. Or Wrath of Torment. Oh, okay. 7 damage itself and you hit really hard. Well. You see we're waiting for our next level increase. Well, we'll probably get that from just playing the game. Let's send another invitation out. I see that the game, as it increases the story stuff, also... Who's full stop? No, I want to do this one. No, wait, I don't. I want to do this one. This is the one, I think, with the, what was it, gear people or whatever. Yawn. Today's performance isn't going very well. Oink, you gotta keep the beat. District 9's sacred ground for music. It's the homeland of the pianist. Come on, man, I'm trying my best here. Are you still bothered by what Hee-Haw said? Of course I am. This might be our last performance ever if we go to the library. Just shake off all of your worries with exciting music. Oink. You keep getting distracted by petty concerns like that, and don't give your all when you use my instrument. Second, we can't let some little thoughts disturb our performance. I'm bored with this plot point. Maybe these are the best characters, but so far I'm not impressed. Me? Doodle-Doo, Wolf, and Hee-Haw formed this band and devoted all of our time music so we could recreate the beautiful, beautiful performance we listened to on that fateful day. So quit gawking and concentrate on the music, the pianist performance. Yes, I know. I left the 7 Association Section 3 and joined this band because I just couldn't forget that sweet melody. I wanted to make music like that myself, even if it meant I had to give up everything I had. Yeah, remember the enchanted tune that echoed through the whole city? That grand and majestic piano made of 100,000 people. The lovely sound created from each stroke of the tendons. It made me realize how beautiful the sounds a human can make in the right hands or whatever. Especially the ensemble with fixers at the finale. At the end of that intense concerto, the fixers became one with the piano and assimilated into the music. How I wish I could have been there. Ahem, speaking as someone who watched the performance right at the scene, the finale was so wonderful, you know? Musical score and notes literally unraveled before my eyes. Fixers ran across the score and charged the pianist. They were buried under their notes one by one, their bodies blowing up. They couldn't die there, they became part of the piano, spewing out fragrant notes. The lost fixer standing was taken apart carefully, making the most splendid sound imaginable as gorgeous red notes scattered from their body. Yes, that performance, the heavenly music that pierced me. Well, but then the black silence intervened and cut off the pianist's hands and head, a total mood killer. I wanted to be part of that performance too. I'm sure you did. I'm so jealous. I had to just sit in my office and listen to music coming from a distance. Boo-hoo, I want to do it too. I want to make music that's half as good as that. But look at me now. No matter how much I smash the ankle bones, pluck the tendons, and scrape flesh from the splint bones of my instruments, I still can't even get close to it. And Hee-Haw and Doodle-Doo said things. No, Oink, there's no need to be impatient. It's true that we still have a long way we can go before we can perform like pianists did. We are getting close, you see. If we pour our heart and soul into our performance every day, we'll be able to make it one day. Performance by Doodle-Doo, Hee-Haw, and Wolf was wonderful, wasn't it? Yeah, the 3 gave a fantastic performance. They went on a trip to prepare for the next, so we won't get to hear it again for a while. It was. Will I get to perform like that someday? Of course, let's discuss this again after we finish this performance and handle the library job Hee-Haw gave us. She said there's gonna be a performance bigger than ever. We might find new instruments in the library, you know? Yeah, I'm excited to see that performance Hee-Haw mentioned. Let's see. When I perform in a supermarket next time, Oink likes supermarkets. I'm in too. It's fun to mess around with all kinds of instruments in supermarkets. Thanks, Meow. Thanks, Moo Moo. I'll practice harder. Alright, gear up everyone. Looks like the pianist left a whole bunch of nut jobs in its wake. From Break and Ruin, the most beautiful performance begins. But are you interested in listening to pianist's music? No way, I've heard that kind of music more than enough times. There was another dotty musician-like pianist, the Silent Orchestra. It's similar but not exactly the same. How about you? Did you hear the pianist music yourself? No way. Duh, it'd be a lot faster to count people. Oh really? You did? Didn't hear the dang sound. This music didn't just pierce me, it almost ravaged my whole being, and then... Never mind, I don't want to remember that performance again. Anyway, musicians are all... not right in the head, one way or another. They seem to love performance that leads to doom, indeed. Guess they're living in their own world that no one else can understand. Yep. Cat goes, meow meow. Pig goes, oinky oink. Rabbit goes, squeak squeak. This is so sad. Greetings, dear guests. I'm the... Moo Moo. Don't be so down. Rabbits don't have any signature cry sounds. Then we can make one. Yeah, when I think of rabbit sounds, I think of them being annoyed and doing the little thump thing they do. I'm sure they make sounds that would be recognizable, but I'm trying to think of all the rabbits I've heard, and all I can think of, my mind just locks onto that thump. Thump thump. Good idea. Everyone, what a load of nonsense. What are you just standing... Why are you just standing here, bluey hair? Aren't you going to let us in? Stupid little machine, don't keep your guests waiting. What? Ha ha ha. Look at it stumble, it's got red blood too. It can bleed, but the inside's still metallic junk. Not a good vibe. Hurry up and let us in before we break your legs. Could Angela always bleed? What? They hit Angela before and she wasn't bleeding. Wow, you're not going to let me take everyone? I see how it is. Give strength, blunt attack, fragile. Did I open last thing? I think I did. But let's just begin. I have to say you all are not very compelling, so I just want you all to die quick. Thankfully, none of you look particularly impressive. Give one strength, okay. Let's overwhelm with... Oh right, I can't do it like that. Then we'll do it like this then. I wanted to plan out 3 attacks, but that wouldn't work. Here we go. 1, 2, oh. Solid movements. 1, 2, 3. 1, oh, 2. Ouch, ouch. 1, 2, 3. Alright, everyone. Keep striking on your targets. Don't let up. 1. These insane people are more powerful than you'd expect. Spear. Flash. And then another flash. Spear. Okay, we're softening them up. Flash. Finally. Violence. I don't know about you, but I want to kill this enemy right here. Boom. You have 14 health. I think one spear should finish you off. And then we can collide. Well, I think I'll be granting you deaths shortly. Here we go, everyone. There. 1, 2. Finally nailed it in your dying breath. Create your best music in your last moments. Your last sound was pretty soft. Staggered. Here we go. And now, how about we wrap up your life? While we're at it, let's wrap up yours too. Here we go. 1, 2. Book of Meow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, everyone. Finish them. Exact sound you've been looking for. You heard it too. Melody that penetrates you. Meow. book of... What's their name? I can't... Raymond and Mumu. Okay. I'm pretty far from the screen since... Yeah. There we go. What in the... Angela, what's going on? I guess you're making progress if you can now bleed. That's blood. I thought you were a pure machine. I'm surprised as well. That much impact shouldn't have made me flinch either. You alright? Does it hurt bad? I'm still fine. Now I see how much it hurts to get hit. Could it be you're getting closer to being human? It may be one of the signs that I'm approaching my freedom. There's no need to be worried just yet. That's very interesting. You might want to stop letting people hit you. Carnival. Oh shoot, before I do that, I have books to burn. I noticed that Oink didn't give us any pages of their own. Or maybe they did and I missed it. Probably just missed it. Yeah, we got one Oink. Okay. Once per scene. Very nice, and... Okay. Nope. We got no Oink onlys. Okay. Very odd, all things considered. I guess I'll have to kill them again. Give me a moment. Alright, let's handle this last distortion thing. And then we'll call it a day here. Oh no, this won't do. But ma'am, we don't have any cash left to offer you. If you're out of money, then you shouldn't have asked for more protection from us, no? I see, so it's this kind of business. The outside's covered in fog. We don't know what's out there. We'll get killed. Fog? That reminds me of something. They aren't safe here either. Thugs could break in at any moment. Oh, give me a break. Nest life must be too engraved in your heads to get where you stand now. I thought maybe we could expect better from the household with the highest income around here. Sayo, shall we cut one off? Please do. These people will have to become accustomed to the rules of the back street soon enough. Hey, consider this a free lesson for you. We should take one arm from each. Please have mercy on us. You can't be such heartless people. And did you spare any mercy for us while we struggled in the back streets covered in filth and blood? No, you simply spectated our suffering from the comfort of the nest, did you not? It's rather infuriating now that I think about it. Yang, let us take an eye from them as well. Yes, dame. Got your arms first. We didn't ask for this. He came to our house all of a sudden and threatened us to pay protection money. So have we kept you safe or not? I'm pretty sure we took care of all the bad guys trying to get here. And got your eyes as well. What do we? How are we gonna live now? The nest fell so suddenly. What a bunch of crybabies. We're being quite generous as backstreet businesses go. Now, we'll be going then. Please don't forget today's lesson. If you receive something, you should return that favor accordingly. Imagine if it was the ring protecting this area, not us. Dear, the thought alone is terrifying. Oh, and please leave this house by tomorrow. Jin, confiscate the apartment deed from these people, will you? You'll be visited by much less pleasant fellows next time, so you better move out as soon as possible. Now then, we've collected the protection money and got our fabric. Shall we go back and pay our due credit? Ah, by the way, Jin, what's the situation of L-Corp's nest? It's fierce. This is the first time in a long while Thumb and Index got in a turf war over an area. You must be thinking this is promised estate or something. Same can be said for us, no? Another note, the rusted chains already proved to be an issue, but we're colliding with blade lineage more often. Suppose you have a friendly conversation with them before the tension overheats. Kerf. Run, dame! What are you? Sup, fellas? Tanya. Got some gains for your business? She has the head of a dog and a black coat. Are those kinds of surgeries hip with the kids these days? Captain appears to be the one recently dubbed as Dog. Oh, so she's a wolf, not a dog? Still appears to be a little dog to me. Funny, innit? Laugh while you can. Let's see, we have around 100 Kuro Kumo punks here. Speak as if you can take us all on. That's the plan, yeah? Let us teach that pup a lesson. Puh, weak sauce. I should have crushed you like bugs even before I turned into what I could have. Alright, why don't you gather around and kneel? The dead, well, they can't be helped. What is it that you want? Yay, I have plenty of wants, gal. Why not have a ton of cash in my hands? Want to live in a nest for once, too. But before any of that, I want to make some music. Oh, heck. Shut your yap already. Whoa, look at their skull go. Flew right out of the park, home run. Tell us what you demand from us. Oh, what I want from you guys? Right, that was the point. First off, the piece of cloth you're carrying. Give me that. This new ovo fabric is from before the thumb, though. My boss showed interest in the thing. Heard that's a pretty nice cut of cloth. Guess he wants to suit up before the performance. You must know the consequences making an enemy of the thumb. The thumb? Pfft. Tell him to bring it on. I'll smash them all. Oh, and take your goons to the library, will you? Library? The building's rumored to be at the center of this nest? Yep, that thing. So you're after the wealth this land can bring after all. I told you, that's not it. I do want to earn some money, but music comes first. But for what reason? Beats me, my boss? No, the orchestra leader of our ensemble wants to get rid of all the noisy syndicates like the Thumb or Index so we can make some music. And fancy suits, too. And help out the library while we're at it. Help out the library? Shush, gal. Keep your eyes low if you don't want to get dead. Anyways, you guys can take this and head to the library like I said. Go on ahead. Come on, get going already. If you don't use that invitation, I'll kindly remove all the bones from your flesh. Let us prepare to go, everyone. Your hands are shaking, galley. You sure you're alright? Are you mad at me by any chance? No, it's nothing. One more thing, if you run off without the books in your hands, you're also dead to me. That was quite intense. Looks like the fingers are fiercely wrestling for the ownership of the nest that the Botany Corp once had reign over. Why would they, though? Never heard of holdouts? When a wing is broken, its nest collapses and gradually turns into a slum akin to the back streets. It becomes a lawless land without no owner to uphold anything. Then a bunch of syndicates come rushing in to occupy in advance. What happens next? The vacancy in the wings won't stay open forever. When a new wing arises and gets assigned a nest, the syndicate resells that land to the wing. Of course, the wing can choose to hire fixers or other syndicates to kick that syndicate out with force instead. That's another story. What will happen to the feathers living in the nest? Those folks? Well, they're all on their own. Hire a fixer or get evicted to the back streets or try to join another wing or anything. A nest without wings is no longer a safe haven for its residents. That's typical of the city. If you can't grasp whatever opportunities you can find for your own hands, you're bound to fall. Wonder what's up with that puppy. Looked like a case of distortion. Distortion is not exactly what I imagine. Indeed, she appears to be highly rational. You call that rational? She seems much more rational than you are at the very least. This is not meant to be. Where the heck did that girl come from? How dare a whelp like her bite at us superior beings? Calm down, Captain. Let's report this to Thumb right if we take care of this. Ooh, yes, let us do that. It's ridiculous that someone could treat us Kuro Kumo clan, a Thumb subsidiary, with such disrespect. Here, here. Although we're in a bad situation, the books listed in this invitation are tempting offers to be sure. What if the people in the train that were still sane, like the one person who had left, what if they aren't dead and they just left the train because they had a way out? And they just wanted to see what would happen on the train. They just let everyone continue. Whoops, didn't mean to go in there. Seems like the carnival has ended up turning into books. And And this book is related to Lobotomy Corp too. Greetings, dear guests. How do you manage to collect the books we need the most? Touches the rolled library. This place exudes the smell of blood. And you reek the smell of blood as well, dear guest. Oh my, do we? Let's set up a bathhouse for a warm one once we finish this. Good idea. There's nothing like a good bath to blow off some steam on a bad day. Drinks are on me. Are there any bathhouses left or pub in the L Corp's nest anyway? That's a fair point. We have so much to report and take care of, so much to think about. Are you done with your chit-chats now? How pushy. Now then, shall we hide inside? May you find your book. Okay. Multiple acts. I like it. Here we go. Everyone attack. None of you are exactly compelling, so I'll try to make this quick. Triple crack of dawn, right? 1 strike. 1 strike. 1. Oh wow, you actually pierced. Well, my turn again. I just need to break through your defenses and then you'll all go down. In a matter of seconds, in fact. Here we go, everyone. Strike. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Getting some nice strikes in. I won't let them lay a blade on them. Too bad. Doesn't really matter what you want. Scratch that on middle. Top. Top. And then overpower 1. Overpower 2. Let's kill. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then die, please. 36. Shoot. You're probably not dying this turn. Well, I'll try to kill both of you anyway. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, I guess they're dead. 1, 2, 3. Violence. Yeah, let's just kill you. Never thought I'd make such a mistake. Onwards. Ideally, don't kill any of you too fast, I suppose. I'm not sure how easily done that will be, though. Let's just have them do random actions. I'm not terribly concerned about losing to them. Butterfly. Crack of dawn. Rampage. Spear. Clean. Let's see. Random. Say alert till the end. Then Yang's tired. 1, 2, 3. There. Dead? Yes. Ineptitude. Worrying direction. Overpowered. Fight. Two. 3. Only didn't interfere. Do you know what happens if you treat us like this? Yes, you're dead. Victory. We'll probably get even more guests trying to take over Lobotomy Corp's nest. We say that. Is there any real difference? You heard what the dog had said. Not only the thumb, the index, whatever third party she belongs to. Doesn't sound like a random run-of-the-mill syndicate. Seeing how she spoke to members of a finger with so much confidence. It seems it's not just major syndicates that have incentive to be involved in a turf war. Smaller ones are engaged. Well, basically, whatever goods the head honchos take interest in are naturally going to attract the attention of those below them. The thumb or the index probably won't take direct action for now, but their subordinates are nothing to sneeze at. Getting their attention might be beneficial for the library's wealth of info. But it's going to be tough if we let it escalate. I hope the other fingers stay out of this. Things would get out of hand otherwise. I'm fine for as long as the results benefit us. Okay. Urban Nightmare. Lobotomy Corp, the White Nights and Dark Days, distortion of the library. With this, those four have been confirmed to be closely associated with each other. Caught me off guard. Who could have expected the library, of all places, to be a key factor of the White Nights and Dark Days? Library's location has finally been clearly determined. As if the library is revealing more of itself, the more dangerous it is considered. The building is shimmering like a mirage in the midst of fog surrounding the nest of the Lobotomy Corp. Those who try to approach it got lost in the mist. We should prepare ourselves soon enough, since that mirage is slowly becoming a reality as the fog is clearing up. That means, yes, we received an official document. As of today, it's designated an urban nightmare by Hana Association HQ. So wait, if it's just what it's considered, could you just start considering it a make-believe story and it would just disappear instantly? Think you're getting closer? To what? The freedom you've been yearning for, I mean. I don't know. The one book is steadily on its way to completion, though. Is that book really going to resolve everything magically for you? The library quite literally holds infinite possibilities, every possible combination of letters written. But mere fragments of those possibilities are worthless on their own. With the help of the invitation, I can navigate the countless possibilities and reach the ones I need. As I weave the books and the light following the invitation's lead, I will complete the one absolute book. I will create the book that contains all the answers I see. That doesn't sound impossible, theoretically. Not just hang on to theoretical possibilities. I could learn a lot from seeing the various sides of the city in the process of creating the one book. This has its own meaning. Then I realized once again that without the book, there's no way to find the answer from the city. What do you mean you can't find the answer from the city? I learned one thing from reading all the books of the inhabitants so far. No one is truly free in the city. Every person is chained. Not a single thing appears to be done out of free will. I wonder if that will make Angela start cooperating more. Fixers obey their offices, and those offices obey the associations, even though they know full well their orders might get them killed. Same goes for syndicates. Everyone's heading somewhere, but no one knows where, and no one can decide where to go. They're all drifting along with the flow. I thought money could get you anything in the city, including freedom or whatever. They could be free, but they aren't. They actually seem to shun freedom. They want to belong to something that isn't themselves. They like to define themselves, the organization they belong to, or valuations made by others. Their essence is so fragile, they can't specify their own identity, found encasing themselves in such a shell. Yes, this must be what the disease of the mind was all about. I was imprisoned underground, exploited for the freedom of the people of the city, after all, taking my freedom so that others could be. Spread as enlightenment to the rest of the city. Talking about your previous occupation, huh? I am. I actually want to crush everything to dust at this point. I want to ruin it all. What about my freedom? Who will hold the responsibility for creating me and leave me to suffer? I sometimes want to just forget everything, the library, the one book, all of it. Do you know how it feels to be denied since the very moment you were born? I do. I'm painfully aware. Because that's how my creator treated me. I would have loved him to at least tell me what I did wrong. All I could see was a cold pair of eyes without a speck of expectation, a quiet remark. A tiny whisper ordinary humans couldn't have heard. It's only a machine. I can still remember that moment so vividly. It had happened seconds ago. I curse my memory. I curse this body that hears words I don't want to listen to. I curse this head for reminding me things I don't want to remember. You sound like a nasty person. If you need a machine to serve repetitive tasks, why do you bother breaking the ethics amendment to create your human emotions and everything? Honestly, Angela strikes me as a type of the one-shot machines. Angela is like tamed. I wasn't exactly born with the capability to feel emotions, slowly awakened to me after monotonous repeats. Now perhaps the truth is that he designed me so my emotions would awaken over time. Perhaps because a repetitive task needed emotions, he needed something that could form an independent response to slight variations, ever-repeating script all while enduring the eons of time. Makes sense. Something he could keep it in control so it wouldn't try to deviate from the script. It wasn't a human-like machine he needed a human within the properties of a machine. You'll never know how many desperate struggles I made to stomach. Those being, closing my eyes. All I could do, the moments I didn't want to see but had to witness, was close my eyes. That was the least and most I could do to resist. Real nasty, but hey, your forced to play did wrap up. You can think about what to do next. Are you telling me to just forget about the past and move on? Try to be more attentive before you jabber nonsense. I can never forget. Keep my eyes closed could never protect me. Even a moron would be able to envision exactly what would happen, what kind of face I would. After so much time. Every second of that was inscribed in my memory, slowly and painfully. I can't forget anything once I've seen. I still remember everything. That's why I can't forget that man. He who left, without tying loose ends. He who created me on a whim and then let my life get crushed under the weight of time. Nah, who am I to tell you to leave the past behind? I'm just suggesting you think about your next move. I can provide you a little bit of support for your next task, kind of like making a fence. It's gonna serve as a floor to fall back on a never-ending plot of vengeance. I didn't think you cared that much for me. It's ultimately for myself, really. Still, it seems evident that I'm heading somewhere, seeing as my body's undergoing changes. My mechanical exterior is turning to flesh and my blood started to course through it. I still have a long ways to go to reach the one book, though. Could you actually be changing into a human? That seems to be the case, although it's not perfect yet. I imagine Angela will start sounding more human. Perhaps I could become a genuine human by the end of the journey. When I do, I could forget so many things so easily. Free from the deluge of memories drowning me. If I could let all the unwanted memories slide away, then I may think about what to do next. Ooh, I can now transfer more expensive things. Also, Tiferiff boss, that's neat. Okay, there's one final thing I want to do, and then I'm done for this. Oh nice, I can rematch. Let's see. Which? Oscar. Wasn't even powerful. Long time. No pattern. Blob. Enemies were brought down. Shortest among them. Okay. Be wary of them, got it. Though that's not what I was quite looking for. How about Dawn? 1,000 needles. Oh, that was the case they were working on. I'm looking for something particular. Not you all. I'm very curious about what's happening in there, but they didn't have the option to even drop a page. Where are they? Yep. Very interesting. Well, I guess I'll worry about this more later. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.